Hello YouTube! Welcome to our tutorial on how to make that shady text effect over here. At first we are going to File, New, and we are going to select our document of width 450 and height of 500 with background transparent and click OK. After we got our background, we are going to our foreground color and set it to 434343 and click OK. We are going to set our background color to 1C, 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 and that's good. Click OK. We are going to our gradient overlay, or our gradient tool over here. We are going just to tick that arrow over here and choose foreground to background. And move the arrow from the left top corner to the bottom right corner as I do. That's good. Now Ctrl plus 0 to resize it and fit it our screen. Now we're going to our text tool and I'm going to choose the font of Agency FB Bold. That's a font with sharp edges and very good font that I'm going to put its link in the description. We are going to our text color and we'll set it to C2C8D4 and click OK. Now we are going to type our text MYD and tick that right mark over here. Ctrl plus T to resize it, hold Shift and Alt to keep up our proportions of the text. That's good. And just tick the right mark over here. After that we are going to our Move tool and click Ctrl A to choose our entire document. Now choose the second and the fifth one from our selections here. Click Ctrl D to deselect. Now we are going to Ctrl and click on the thumbnail of our text, and then we are going to make a new layer above it. We are going to our foreground color and set it to 495A79 and click OK. That dark blue color. Go to our gradient tool and again click that arrow like this and choose foreground to transparent. From the middle of our text we are going to click and drag our mouse to the top left corner of our text like this. After that we are going to set our foreground color to black by ticking that two boxes over here, and then we are going to make a new layer under our text layer. Make a new layer and drag it under our text layer. On our keyboard we are going to click our down button one time and our right button one time, and then click Alt and Backspace. Make a new layer and again click down and right and Alt Backspace. Another time click the down, right and Alt Backspace button. I'm going to fast forward the video after I complete my shadow, and I'm going to come back with you. And here we come back again after I had did my shadow background on our text. Now that we have a numerous large number of layers, by holding Shift and click our layer 3 or last layer like this, and then Ctrl E to merge them. After we merge them, we are going to double click on our name and name it shadow. And here we got our working now. Ctrl D to deselect and go to Filter, Blur and Motion Blur. We are going to set our angle of 45 with distance of 30 pixels and click OK. We're going to set the blending mode of our shadow layer to multiply, and we are going to set its opacity to 40%. That's good. Now go to our move tool, hold shift and click our down button one time and the right button one time. After we had did these steps, we are going to our erase tool and move on the edges like this, just to delete if any shadows exist. Like this, it will be the edges that are looking for the sun, that we don't want anything more than this. We're going to duplicate our shadow layer by clicking Ctrl and J, and we are going to set its opacity to 20%, like this. Go again to our move tool, hold shift and click down one time and the right one time again. Go to filter, blur and motion blur, but this time set our distance to 50 pixels and click OK. After we had made that step, we are going to make a new layer above all these layers like this, and we are going to control click our original text layer. Click on that small arrow over here to choose our white color, and then alt backspace to fill our selection. Select our erase tool, and on our keyboard click one time on the down key and one time on our right key, and then hit delete. Ctrl D to deselect our selection and set our opacity to 80%. After we have made this step, we can see that white line over here. That's the sun shadow or the sun brightness on our text. After we had made all of this, we are going to create a new layer which will be named the light, and we are going to make some sun rays. Just move to our rectangle shape tool, and from the beginning over here we are going to make a shape like this, and going to make another one fatter than it like this, and another one fatter than both of them, and we are going to make the last one and the fattest one will be have like this. After we had made our rectangles, hold shift and click our light layer like this. Click Ctrl plus E to merge them, and right click on our layer and choose rasterize layer. Ctrl plus T to transform it, and we are going to rotate it like this. Hold Ctrl and click on our minus to zoom out our text, and I'm going just to extend the line like this. I'm going to move it. That's good. And on our in our rectangle of the transform, right click and choose perspective. That we are going to make the sun rays coming from one place and going to many directions like this. Click the right mark over here and then Ctrl plus 0 to fit our document to the screen. We are going to set the opacity to 20% and set our blending mode to overlay. Now go to filter, blur and Gaussian blur and set our radius to 6 pixels and then click OK. We are going to control and click our light layer or the rectangle 3 layer by clicking Control and click on that thumbnail. and going to choose the layer below it, the layer 3, which is the white shiny things over here, and click on that mask tool beside the FX layer, like this. That we have our text is over the shadow is over the light. Now we're going to make a new layer above our background layer and change our foreground color to 9D506C and click OK. Set our pink color to color, set its blending mode to color with an opacity to 20%. And then we are going to Alt and Backspace like this.